What's up, guys? Good Lord, I just turned that other light on because it was very dark with just the one light, and it's so bright in here now. Once again, the angels are shining down on me. So, sorry, guys. It's been a little bit busy. Thank you guys for, watching my videos. And even though I've been a little less consistent these last few days, this last week, because I've been doing, just boring stuff, just orientation. There's not much to talk about. What am I going to tell you about? I have no idea. But hey, as you can see, I'm sitting in a truck again. And most of you can recognize it. Just a Cascadia. But this company is, their newer, nicer trucks go to the people with seniority, which is something you don't see a whole lot in trucking. So you can tell, don't get me wrong, all the trucks are nice. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying the trucks aren't nice. Cascadias are, not my choice, but I've lived in a number of them. So we'll be just fine. And it's not bad. It's not bad at all. It's a little different. I'm adjusting to it because they like to use shore power. I have never, ever in my career used shore power. I had to ask somebody to show me. It's as easy as you plug the cord in and you do everything like you normally would. The AC does not run as strong with shore power, and it is difficult to keep it cooled off back here, but I closed the curtain and this temperature slowly dropping. I'm sure I could close this middle curtain and get it real nice and cool back here in the sleeper, but I hate that thing. And my last truck, that Volvo, the front curtain was all tore up, so all I had was the middle curtain, and I'm already enjoying having more open space. Sorry about the weird angle, you looking up at me. And no top bunk, just the storage shelf up top, so you got sort of all this open space, which I am not a fan of because I always liked having the top bunk for storing things. But this is one of the Cascadias with the table and chairs underneath the bed, so you get a pretty good gap underneath that table. So I slid my clothes bag under there, at least my clean clothes, and we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out as we go. So all done, guys. Through orientation, I do know what the plan is, but I don't know what the plan is, if that makes any sense at all. So we'll talk about that here in a few minutes, but I still am very nervous, which is very exciting for me. I did not think that I would just move to this part of the industry that quickly. Did it a month before I had even planned to, because I thought I had to get started on it that quickly, and this company needed some drivers right away for the current tours that are going on. So if anybody hasn't caught it yet, I think most of you have. I am officially doing entertainment trucking concert tours. Oh my God, that's exciting. I know it's going to have its challenges. I know there's going to be things that I miss about just running freight, but most of that's going to be working with other people. I haven't had to do that for a long time. I'm sure that will have its pros and cons, right? I'll have friends, people I can talk to that I work with every day, but I can retreat back to my truck whenever I want, and I'll still do plenty of driving just all by my lonesome out here. So it'll be different. It'll be a lot different, but I am very excited to get into it. Orientation's orientation, man. There's nothing really to say about that. You just go through orientation. I've been officially orientated. Is that how you would say that? Orientated? I have no clue, but I am. It's official. I'm here, signed off on all the paperwork, and we're just kind of hanging around for the time being, because I joined my first official tour in 4 days. Now, they obviously are adamant that they don't have drivers out there just running general freight, scrambling to get them back so that they can run on the tour. So I don't know, I'll check tomorrow, but it is entirely possible that I'm just going to hang out here until it's time to get that show on the road. So we'll see how that goes. Entirely possible, but the cool thing about salary, I don't care. I'm not worried about going to get my miles. As a matter of fact, I've been playing my game a lot. I'll just sit here and play this for 4 days if that's what needs to happen. Nice terminal. They've got plenty of food in there, plenty for us to eat. They got, showers and all that. So, hey, My internet seems to work just fine here, so hey, if I got to hang out here for the next 4 days, I'm going to do just that. But I am going to join my first tour. I did not ask the company what their policy is about saying on social media what tour I'm with and things like that. And the reason I didn't, because I figure it's best to just leave it alone. I'll be out there. I'll be running around. I'll be on tours with the bands, and that's how we're going to handle it. So that is super exciting stuff. So, you know, the nature of the beast being on YouTube and things like that, what you don't want to do is be like telling all the details of what you're doing, because, well, when you make YouTube videos, there are some people out there that just don't like you and will find ways to screw with you. So I've decided on my own, I don't even care what their social media policy is. I'm just going to keep that to myself and just kind of live this touring life. That's exciting. That's really exciting. So I didn't know that was going to happen that fast. Normally, this company's standard procedure is you come in, you go through orientation, and then you spend a month, maybe 2, running freight so they can get a feel for what kind of driver you are, things like that. But they said, hey, you know what? We need you out there on tour right away. So away you go. You're getting thrown to the wolves. And I said, hell yeah, baby, let's do it. That's why I came here. Let's do it. So that's pretty exciting. That is pretty exciting stuff. So can't wait. Can't wait to get rolling on it. I got to meet my lead driver. She's a very nice lady. And we sat down in the little driver lounge for an hour or 2, just kind of talking about how this stuff works. We went into a trailer and she showed me, you know, how the loading process works. Not like we could actually do it, but she showed me and explained to me how the loading and unloading process works. It said the first few stops, somebody will be in the trailer with me that's been doing this for a while. And, you know, as I get comfortable with that entire process, they will slowly back off and leave me on my own. So that's cool, man. That's really cool. I had to get a CB for the truck. I've never had a CB in my entire career. Never had one. But that's how you get backed into these places. The lead drivers out there with their little portable CB, and they are telling you what to do. So we had a very, very long discussion about that. She said, the habit you have of watching your mirrors and doing that, she said, this is going to be a tough thing to break, but we don't want you staring in those mirrors and backing your truck in. She said, I want you to forget those mirrors exist. We're going to teach you our style of backing and our terminology, and don't look in those mirrors. Do what we ask you to do. She said it's unfortunate sometimes you've got the production manager out there and you might be having trouble backing into a spot because we're telling you, we're guiding you, and you're going to have to get used to that. But she said even after years of doing this, you're just going to have a bad day sometimes. And when that production manager standing there tapping his foot saying this truck needs to be in here right now, she said it happens to me still to this day. Every once in a while, I get told to get out of that truck by another driver and they back it in. And she said sometimes it just happens. Don't take it personal in the event that it does. But she walked me through, you know, just the whole process of how that works. She expressed to me that she understands that it will be breaking habits that I'm very much used to, and said she will be patient with me. But in the event that I get told to get out of the truck so someone else can back it in, I need to take that with a grain of salt and understand that there's a timeline that's going on all around me that needs to be met, and it needs to be met right now. Okay. I can't say I'm not going to take that hard sometimes, all right? Can't say I'm not going to, because I just might. I just might get real offended. You know, us truckers, we're full of pride, you know, and no one backs better than I do. Well, that's just the way it goes. So, hey, we'll get used to it, and we'll do that. And I am looking forward to how this all works out. I already have the tour schedule. It was given to me. I see it's about a month and a week to a month and a half straight. And then that tour is actually over. I'm catching the last leg of it. That tour is actually over, so I'm going to walk my fat ass into this office tomorrow and look at the dates for when that tour ends and where we're supposed to be back here at the terminal at the end of that tour, and I'm not clear how all the time off works yet, but I'm going to tell them, okay, once that's over, I get paid time off, baby. I'll have like 3 days built up of paid time off. Paid time off. So I'm going to try to get that all squared away tomorrow. So when this tour ends, I will have a few days off. Paid. Oh my God. And we'll go from there. But I definitely want to make sure I'm ahead of that so that they know that excuse me, Jesus, know that that's what I'm expecting. But I'm getting the impression that that's pretty much standard around here. We finish a tour or the tour takes a break. Everybody kind of takes a few days off or whatever paid time off they have, and they get back and hit the road. So let's see. I'm having a problem with my internet connection, apparently. I don't care about that. And that's the plan. I want to go in there tomorrow and just talk to them about it, make sure that it's cleared up in a way that makes sense. That way I can make plans for my time off, whether that be here at the terminal just waiting for the next tour to start, or whether that be home or whatever I decide to do. But I want to make sure that's all cleared up and taken care of. So it could potentially be like 4 days of just sitting here, because I don't know the answer to that yet. But I think the last thing they want to do, because they use spot market. They use the spot market for general freight when drivers are not busy. So I think the last thing they're going to want to do is send me somewhere and hope they can get me back. But we'll see. I mean, if they decide that I need to go out and do a load, I'll just do it. I am going to have a little hard time with it because I'm ready to just get the show on the road, baby, and get to it. But we'll see. Either way is fine. Hey, if I can sit around here for 4 days though and have access to a bathroom and shower and food and all that stuff, that sounds real exciting to me. So lead driver on this tour, I don't know that she's actually the lead because I was getting mixed messages on that, but she has been a lead driver here before. I believe I heard her say somebody else's name as the lead driver on this tour. She referred to him as a sweetheart. But he also knows when work needs to be done, and that's kind of that. So we'll see how it goes. I think that'll be the biggest thing I struggle with, because I will tell you guys that I'm not different from any other trucker that's been out here on the road for years. You can't tell me shit. I need to shut up. And I need to realize that they've done this business for a lot longer than I have, and they can tell me shit. And I'm going to get real offended the first time I get kicked out of the truck so someone else can back it in. I'm going to get real offended by that. And just being around, it's going to be a lot of other people. It's not just going to be the drivers. I mean, there's all the people that are involved in making a concert happen. And I'm sure that's a lot of damn people. But hey, 3 meals a day catered. I'll probably only eat 2 of those because you got to sleep sometime, right? So you can get up and get ready for that next overnight run to your next show. God, this is going to be exciting, man. God damn, it's going to be exciting. But yeah, the 3 catered meals per day, and I believe access to showers and all those things. Yeah. Daddy's excited. I'm really damn excited about it. So I don't know that there's much else to say. I normally try to get 20 minutes out of a video so you can just sit here and watch me comb my beard for 20 minutes. I kind of screwed it up, didn't I? It's longer on this side. Ah, well. Yeah, you know, you win some, you lose some. You know, but I think I'm just going to keep all this junk shaved off, because I can't be running around like, you know, high profile people in such a wealthy industry looking like I just showed up out the damn trailer park. So I think I'm just going to keep all this junk shaved off, because it doesn't grow in right. It doesn't. Let me know what you guys think about my facial hairstyle decisions. This still looks like pubic hair here, but well, that's the best I can do, baby. That's the best I can do. I can only grow what I can grow, you know. So yeah, that's where we're at. That's where we're at with that, guys. But yeah, honestly, just nervous, very, very nervous. They expressed to me that unfortunately sometimes damage to trucks just happens. I spoke with the lead driver, is the impression I got. Like she's pretty high up that ladder here, where she travels between tour to tour to make sure things are going well, train new guys, you know, and still drives on tours, I believe, also. But she told me she was at a place just last summer or something, and she ripped a door straight off the trailer. She said, hey, you know, these things happen. And she said, just call up to the office, let them know what happened. And she said it's all part of the business plan. And stuff like this, where you're in these tight quarters with a big truck, she said it just happens, you know. So I'll get some funny stories out of stuff like that. Definitely want to make sure I minimize the times I'm ripping doors off of trailers and, you know, banging the truck into things. Definitely want to minimize that. But they said, hey, it's part of the business plan in this. That's just kind of what happens sometimes. And it's going to happen. It's going to happen. She said, so yeah, there's some mindset things that you have to change, that just keep an open mind and realize that it will come to you over time. You're not watching your mirrors when you're backing. You can, but it ain't going to do you any good. You know, listen to what we're telling you, and over time you'll build a rapport with us that have been doing it for a while, and when we say something, you'll just automatically understand exactly what we mean, and we'll get you back into that spot. You know, when you're hauling general freight out there for these, you know, over-the-road trucking companies, she said if you rip a door off a trailer, you might be looking to be fired. You know, it's a big deal. You're worried, and you should be. She said, try not to, all right? Try not to, but it happens, all right? So if you can adjust to that mindset and understanding that everything is on a schedule, we have to go. We have to get there. She said, you're going to be just fine. You're going to be just fine. So that's where we're at with everything, folks. Just very exciting times. Hope I get some good stories from you guys, for you guys. And we'll just see how it goes. As I get more comfortable with things, we'll see where this journey leads us, you know. But I haven't been this excited in a lot of years. So we'll get out there and we'll do it. And, you know, I'll have my good days. I'll have my bad days like we've always done here. But in the end, this is going to be awesome. I think it's going to be very cool. So that's all I got for you guys today. Couldn't even make it to the 20 minutes. We'll see you next time now. Bye.